Hi. Please open your book and turn to page 134, please. Before we start, I'd like to ask you, do you like to eat food? I guess for most of you, your answer would be, sure, we love to eat delicious food. And food plays a very important part, a very important role in our lives, right? English, they say, you are what you eat. That means we need good, balanced diet to stay healthy. And people around the world, people from different countries, they eat different kinds of food. They prepare food in a different way. So I guess that's the diversity, the differences that make the world more interesting. And then in English, they also say, do in Rome as the Romans do, right? So if you have a chance to travel abroad, I would suggest that you try to be more open-minded, try the local food, okay, to experience the food culture, yeah. So if you go to another country, if you can stay at someone's house to have dinner, or if you can't do that, at least you can go to the local restaurants, okay, to experience the different ways of food culture. So today, our topic is going to restaurants around the world, okay. So not only people eat different kinds of food, in a restaurant, there are different customs in terms of ordering food, and then who should pay, etc. Okay, so let's get started. Right. So food is an important part of a culture, and one of the best ways to enjoy it is in a local restaurant. Remember that in different countries, people eat differently. And I always like to emphasize, I always want to tell my students, people are just different. And then we should respect the differences. All right, so first, let's start with India. In India, most people eat with their hands, okay? So here in Taiwan, we eat with chopsticks, spoons, okay? And sometimes even forks, knives, right? Okay, but in India, okay, you don't need these, okay? You only eat with your hands. But wash first. You want to make sure, okay, your hands are clean. So before you eat, you should wash your hands. And you must use the right hand to eat, because Indians think that the left hand is not clean, okay? And then do not touch other people's food or overlap yours, okay? So you should eat your own food. Anyway, you are eating with your own hands, right? Okay, I guess it's not appropriate to touch others' food or offer your own food to other people. And beef and pork aren't appropriate to order. A lot of people in India are Hindu or Muslim. As we know, India is a big country with a big population. It's a country of different ethnic groups and then different religious groups. Okay, so no, Hindus don't eat beef, and then Muslims don't eat pork. So yeah, so like chicken rice, right? Chicken is kind of like appropriate and more common, I guess, in India. All right, and then let's come to the second country. That's Thailand. Thai food is for sharing, so don't ask for your own dish. Okay, so in Thailand, when people eat together, all right, you just order many different kinds of dishes and people share them together. Take enough for a bite or two and eat slowly. You don't want to appear to be so greedy, okay? So eat slowly, okay? And then just one time, take 1 or 2 bites, that's it. And it's interesting, in India, the oldest woman should order. They decide what they are going to eat. And the richest person pays the bill. Okay. And next, in Japan, don't pour your own drink in Japan. Your companions should pour it for you, okay? So you go to a restaurant with your friend, your companions, people who go out with you, okay? And then in the Japanese tradition, okay, you don't pour your own drink. Your friend pours your drink for you. If you don't want any more, okay, just leave your glass full. When you pay the bill in Japan, you should then count your change, okay? I don't know, maybe if you count your change, that appears like you are very stingy, maybe. Okay, and by the way, if you are happy with the service, you want to give the servers some extra tip, okay? So after you pay, they want to give you the change, right? And then you can say, keep the change, okay? So that's that you want to give them some extra money because you are satisfied with their service. All right? And last, friends. French cooks don't like it when you ask for ketchup. You should try the meal first, okay? So French cooks, okay, they won't like it if you ask for ketchup. Ketchup is the tomato sauce when we eat, say, French fries or hot dogs, right? Okay, you might eat them with ketchup, the tomato sauce, okay? So French cooks want the customers, okay, to try the food that they cook, they prepare, okay? Try the original taste first, okay? And then you can decide whether you want some extra sauce like that. And during your meal, your hands should be visible at all times, okay? So you should let people see your hands during the meal time, okay? So I don't know if it has something to do with like shaking hands. People say why people like when they meet each other after they are introduced, you might want to shake hands with each other, okay? So it's a way to show people your hands that you don't have any weapons, you don't have a knife, a gun or something to hurt the other person. You are pretty harmless, right? So yeah, so in France, when you eat out in a restaurant with your friends, okay, your hands should be visible at all times. And most French people split the bill, okay? So when it comes to paying the bills, okay, they split the share. They share the, okay, they pay. So you should pay an equal amount, and then not ask everyone what they ate. So no matter what you ordered, what you ate, okay, everyone just pay the equal amount of money, okay, so they share the bill, okay. So here are some interesting practice people do in different countries, okay. And now, if there's no problem, let's go on, okay, with the exercise on the next page. That's page 135, okay. So the first exercise, okay, words with different meanings. Sometimes the same word may have 2 or even more meanings, right? Okay, depending on the context. Okay, so let's try the exercise together. Okay, sentence 1. Her story was reported in a local newspaper. Second sentence. One of the best parts of visiting a country is talking with the locals. And we have 2 definitions. Definition A is an adjective related to a particular area. And then definition B, a noun, a person who lives in a particular area. I guess that's pretty easy, okay. This first sentence, Her story was reported in a local newspaper. Okay, so here local obviously is an adjective. Okay, so answer should be A, related to a particular area. Okay, like I'm a local, oh, that's a noun. Okay, the local newspapers. Okay, the newspapers that might report a lot of news in this area. And then the second sentence, right? One of the best parts of visiting a country is talking with the locals. So here, obviously, locals refers to the people. So as a noun, okay, so answer should be B, a person who lives in a particular area. Okay, like I'm a local, yeah. All right, and then number 2, okay, so we have the word bite, okay. So sentence 1, Valerie took a big bite of French bread. Sentence B, second sentence, the man saw a doctor after the dog bit him. Okay, and again, 2 definitions. Definition A, the act is a noun. The act of using your teeth to cut something. Definition B is a verb, to cut something with your teeth. So both has something to do, refer to your teeth, use your teeth, right? And then again, okay, first sentence, Mary took a big bite. So yeah, you should know it's a noun, right? Okay, so answer should be A, is the act of using your teeth to cut something, right? Okay, so maybe she was hungry, or she really loved the French bread. So she took a big bite, yeah. So when you eat, you put the food into your mouth, you bite, and then you swallow, right? And digest. Okay, and then second sentence, the man saw a doctor after the dog beat him. Okay, so here the dog, after the clause, after the dog beat him. So the dog is the subject, and beat would be the verb, and there's the past tense of bite, beat. Yeah, in English they say a biting dog doesn't bark, and a barking dog doesn't bite. Okay, so yeah, the answer should be B. Okay, to cut something with your teeth. Yeah. Okay, and then number 3, 2 sentences with the word bill. We were both full after such a big dinner, so we asked for the bill. Sentence 2, this isn't a real $100 bill, so the bank won't take it. So definition A, both are nouns. Okay, so definition A, a list of charges, and then definition B, paper money. Okay, I guess you know the answer. Okay, we were both full after such a big dinner, so maybe we didn't ask for desserts, right? So we just asked for the bill. Okay, so before you leave the restaurant, you are supposed to pay the bill. Okay, so the check. Okay, so the bill is answer A, a list of charges. You order cheeseburger, you order lemonade, coffee. Okay, so the cheeseburger will cost you 100 something, and the coffee, etc. So the list of charges, that's the bill you pay before you leave the restaurant. And then the $100 bill, so there's the paper money, okay, but it's not real, so the bank won't take it. So it's a fake bill. Okay, and number 4, sentence 1. Okay, so we have 2 sentences, okay, with the word equal. Sentence 1, men and women should have equal rights. Sentence 2, the baskets have an equal number of Easter eggs in them. Okay, so equal, all right, in both sentences, they are adjectives. Okay, but definition A, of the same size, amount, or value. Definition B, being treated the same. Okay, so first sentence, men and women should have equal rights. So we have different kind of human rights: the right to receive education, the right to speak, freedom of speech, maybe. Okay, so men and women should be the same. Okay, so if a man can go to a university, why can't a woman? And then if you work similar jobs, you should have equal pays for both males and females. Okay, so here sentence 1, okay, the answer should be B. Men and women should be treated in the same way. And then sentence 2, the baskets have an equal number of Easter eggs. Easter, okay, basically it means springtime, right? Easter Sunday is always on Sunday, so they would paint the eggs, right? Yeah, and then maybe chocolates too, okay, and they put the eggs inside the baskets. So the baskets have an equal number, okay, so maybe each one has 1,000 eggs, maybe the same number, okay, so the answer should be A, of the same size, amount, or value. Yeah, here of course means the amount, the number of eggs. All right, and then let's continue with exercise B, the word definitions. You should use the clues, okay, to fill in the blanks of the sentences. And then you may need to change the form of the words if necessary. Okay, so 7 sentences will have offer, appropriate, pour, companion, visible, at all times, and split. Okay, so sentence 1, the woman might be in danger. So the police are staying outside of her house. So the police try to protect her because her life might be in danger. Okay, so right now the police officer are outside of her house at all times. Always. Okay, yeah, so at all times is the answer. Sentence 2, we should the cake into 8 pieces. Everyone gets 1 slice. Okay, so we should, following should, of course you need a verb. Okay, so maybe there are 8 people. Okay, so if we cut the cake into 8 pieces or slices, then everyone can share 1. Okay, so to separate the cake, to cut into small pieces, okay, that's to split. Yeah, actually, when we read in a context, in a text, okay, in France, people split the bill, okay, so it means to divide, right? And then sentence 3 is not to wear those clothes here. This is a very formal dinner party, okay, so it's not following the be verb. It's, you should choose an adjective. So it's not suitable. It's a very formal dinner party. You shouldn't wear jeans, t-shirts, okay. Maybe for men, you should wear a suit and a tie. And for women, maybe dresses, right? Okay, so it's not suitable. So it's not appropriate. Number 4, dogs are great. You should get 1. You should get a dog as your pet, okay? Because dogs are very loyal, okay? Our best friends, human beings' best friends, okay? So dogs are what? You need a noun here, okay? So they are our companions. You might add an S, okay? Dogs are great companions. So you know the verb to accompany. To accompany means to do something with you, okay, to be by your side, okay. So if you keep a dog, you won't feel so lonely, maybe, okay, because dogs can be our good companions. And number 5, The large advertisement is what? From the other side of the highway. So from the other side of the highway, you can see the large AD advertisement, maybe a billboard sign. So the large advertisement is what? Following is, again, you need an adjective. Okay, so it's visible with, if the word ends with able, ible, is you have the ability, so you can use your vision to see. So it's so big, okay, so you won't miss it. It's visible. Yeah. And then next, the host bought something to drink. Okay, so if you go to someone's house, you are a guest. Oh, okay, so when talk about, by the way, okay, when talk about paying the bills in the restaurant, you might want to split. In Thailand, rich people pay, okay, and then if you insist you want to pay, you can tell your friend, okay, it's my turn, okay, it's my treat today, or you can say, be my guest, be my guest, okay. So you go to someone's house, you are the guest, and the house owner is the host, okay. And then usually you offer, okay, so the answer is offer, okay. You ask your guest, do you want some tea or coffee, right? Okay, so to offer something if they want, if your guest wants something, okay. And then in this case, I guess it's better to use a past tense, so with ed, the host offered Bob something to drink. Okay, sentence 7, the waitress drinks for the customers. Okay, so the waitress subject, you need a verb. Okay, and then so when you put liquid, okay, like water, like juice in a cup, that's to pour the drinks for the customers. And then maybe you also want to use past tense here. Okay, so you can say the waitress poured with ed. Okay, all right. And then true or false. Okay, based on the text, the reading. Okay, is that true or false? So sentence 1, never touch an Indian food at the dinner table. So it's true, right? Okay, as they eat with their hands. Okay, so you don't want to touch others' food. Number 2, it's unusual to order a steak or some bacon in India. So usually, okay, so maybe like 80% usually, okay, I usually go to school by bus, okay, so unusual, not usual, so it's not common, okay, so in India, okay, to order a steak or some bacon is unusual, is not common. So I guess the answer is true, right? As we say in India, they are Hindus, they are Muslims, okay? And then Hindus don't eat beef, so beef steak is not allowed, okay? And then for Muslims, okay, they don't eat pork. Pork is the forbidden food, right? So bacon is made from the meat of pork, right? So number 2 is true. Number 3, Indian culture says that the right hand is not clean. Remember, when you eat in an Indian restaurant, okay, you should use your right hand, okay, because the right hand is the clean hand, okay, and don't use your left hand. Left hand is not clean. So number 3, answer is false. Number 4, in Thai culture, all the people at a meal share the dishes, right? Okay, so yeah, Thai food is for sharing, okay, so they don't ask for their own food. They eat the dishes, enjoy the dishes together, right? So number 4, the answer is true. Number 5, in Japan, it's best to let your friend fill your drink. Yeah, it's the custom. They practice this in Japan, your friend, your companion pours a drink for you. Okay, so yeah, the answer is true. And then asking for ketchup with your meal will make French chefs happy. Okay, so a cook. Okay, or you can call it as a chef. It's a French word. Okay, so ch is pronounced like a sh. So chef. Okay, so yeah, remember, French cooks won't like it if you ask for ketchup. Okay, they want you to try the food. Okay, first. So if you ask ketchup, no, French chefs won't feel happy. So the answer is false. Number 7, you shouldn't put your hands under the table. In France, remember, your hands should be visible all the time, okay, so that people know, people see your hands, okay, so you shouldn't hide your hands under the table. So yeah, you shouldn't do that. So answer is true. And number 8, people usually share the bill in France, right? Okay, in France, okay, everyone split the bill, so that's to divide. Okay, everyone pays an equal amount of money. Okay, so yeah, the answer is true, of course. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's this lesson. See you next time then.